Hello, fellow YouTubers, truth seekers, and Mandela affected. I'm Darkwolf, and this is Darkwolf's Den. I'd like to welcome everybody to episode 15 of the Mandela Effect Theory series. We're so very glad to have everybody here today. This is going to be a special episode. This is a user-submitted theory. So bear with me, guys. I think I've laid it out pretty well how they wanted it. So let's get going and see what happens. Alright, so this is going to be kind of a combination of episode 4 and episode 7 of the previous season. The error correction code and is the universe a hologram or a simulation. So this will be a kind of a mixing of those two ideas with a different take on the whole thing. So let's see what we got here, guys. According to string theory, what appears to be empty space is actually a tumultuous ocean of strings vibrating at a precise frequency that creates the 4 dimensions you and I call height, width, depth, and time. That was from Roy H. Williams. So, this guy right here in string theory found a certain set of code. We discussed this in another video. This is Dr. James Gates Jr. And he figured out that in the fabric of the actual string theory equations, it actually has code that is error-correcting browser computer code. So let's follow that line of thought for a minute. What do you say? Back in the days of the original internet, there were a lot of browsers, and everyone had his own bookmarks and its own special features, and you could save things in one, but you couldn't save it in another, or you'd use one browser and you'd have bookmarks, but you opened another browser and they weren't there. So they figured out a way to synchronize the browsers from one computer to another. Android's really good about this. You know, Google, you can synchronize all your Google things, no matter if you're on your phone or your computer. It carries all the information, history, bookmarks, favorites, passwords. Everything can be imported into a browser on a different computer that had nothing in it at all. So if you turn off the first computer, the second computer, and turn on the second computer, if you turn on the first computer, turn on the second computer, and sync the browsers, everything from the first one is in the second one. So, now let's talk about quantum memories. If we accept that merging realities is dynamic, the dominant memory imprint, the plurality memory, in other words, the majority of the memories, or the majority of people with the determinable memory, will determine which reality prevails at any particular moment. We know through quantum physics that consciousness definitely affects reality. We literally co-create our own realities around us just by being conscious of them. So we know this much is a fact. Perhaps the majority of people who have the same memory determine reality. The memories of those not included within a plurality memory set may be numerically higher. This may explain why the residual evidence, which is influenced by those not of the majority set. So if we substitute computer browser settings with quantum memories, it would be the memories that were transferred or imported. This would explain why so many things are different from what we remember, especially if more than one browser or reality was synced. This even explains why there are 7.5 billion on Earth opposed to 6 billion on Earth that the particular theorist recalls. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to stop and take a moment to take a break for our sponsors. We'll be right back after these short messages. Hey guys, Darkwolf here, and if you're like me, you love the Mandela effect. And one of the great things about the Mandela effect are the changes. Well, would you like to keep up with all the changes that are appearing in our world? Well, here at the NewTube Network, we have just the channel for you. It is Moneybag73. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he is the home of the incredible Mandela Effect voting video series. He has all kinds of videos on all kinds of different topics in the Mandela Effect. So if you're interested in keeping up with all the latest in the Mandela Effect, and if you're really, really interested in all the new stuff, definitely go give this guy a look. Check him out. We really, really like him here at the YouTube Network, a better quality of truth. Hi, Darkwolf here. Do you like the truth? Are you a Christian? Do you believe in the Mandela Effect? Well, if all these things are true, then boy, do we have a channel for you. Here at the YouTube Network, we found just a channel with one of the most high-spirited guys I've ever seen in my life. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jacob Israel. He does a lot of videos. He does one every Tuesday. He's got a great, great show. He covers truth topics, and he will not let you down. He believes in the Mandela Effect. He's a Christian, and he preaches the truth. He's got a lot of experience under his belt and does a whole lot of different topics and wonderful things you will enjoy. So definitely check him out. We suggest him here at the YouTube Network, a better quality of truth. You're watching Darkwolf's Den, part of the YouTube Network, a better quality of truth. Hey guys, Darkwolf here. You guys ever get bored searching YouTube? Do you ever wish there was a channel that brought you daily updates, brand new information, and a live stream where they interacted with their audience every single day, on screen and in the chat? Well, lucky for you, here at the YouTube Network, we have just the thing. This is UniRock. He has an amazing channel. He gives you brand new content every single day. He is unbiased and tells both sides of every story. He also has a live stream that he does every single night where he talks to you, the audience, live on screen and in the chat. He is very interactive, a wonderful guy, and a wonderful creator. If this is something you're looking for, definitely check them out. And remember, the YouTube Network, a better quality of truth. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we were discussing in string theory how everything is made of little vibrating strings, and how this relates because of the computer code found in the actual math for string theory, how it relates to computer browsers and syncing of computer browsers together. Then we were discussing how reality itself could be created literally, or the history of anyway, could literally be created by the majority ruling memory. Not only could this explain why there's a difference in population, this could also explain why even though we are no longer in the Sagittarius arm of the galaxy, the constellations are similar, along with the differences with geography, history, anatomy, etc. This shift could have been accomplished by an outside entity or a multi-dimensional being. The entity may not be a resident of the time and space as we know it, or outside of the simulation. Now, using string theory and syncing the browser themes that I mentioned before, we are told that at subquantum level, the particles are comprised of strings. These strings vibrate with all matter having its own frequency. Similar particles and elements would have their own frequency and corresponding harmonics. So every single atom has its own frequency, its own vibrational frequency. If you do a right click in a browser, you can inspect an element. The person that wrote this uses this feature in their job every day. All the code and much else can be viewed on how the page was constructed. Using an interface, a machine, an apparatus, or whatever, we're talking super science here, to view the frequencies of matter in reality. Macros can be employed to select certain frequencies and corresponding harmonics, kind of right-clicking and selecting different actions. So maybe those of us experiencing the reality shift phenomenon have frequencies or harmonics in common with each other at the subquantum level. For whatever reason, our frequencies are mapped and met the parameters of what frequencies to be saved, imported, synced, and deployed in this reality. Those involved in metaphysics have been suggesting something similar. I've tried to investigate this from a scientific angle. These may be converging theories, so I'm thinking there actually may be something to the overall frequency posit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Do you think it could be realities being synced together, kind of like a computer browser, and there's an outside entity literally syncing simulations together into one kind of, what do they call that, downsizing? Alright, guys. Let me know what you think below in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the Rockinati show that we have from our past shows. Make sure you have checked out all of our mystery series, which we update quite regularly. And make sure you check out all of our previous Mandela effects. If you have any ideas, definitely leave them in the comments below. I would gladly do a video on them like I've done for this person. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Darkwolf's Den. Thank you, everybody.